Can you imagine having 20 different paychecks coming your way every single month? In this video, we're going to talk about exactly why and how to generate 20 different paychecks, monthly income every single month. What if you could generate $2,000 a month in passive income? What if you could generate $3,500 a month in passive income? How much money do you need in passive income in order to cover your living expenses? Could you generate $5,000 a month? How much money per month do you need to have your living expenses covered? I'd love to know from you guys. Drop me a comment down below. This video here is going to be different than what you've heard or what we typically discuss on this channel. We're going to talk about creating multiple streams of income passively. Can you imagine having 20 different paychecks coming in every single month? How much monthly income do you want to have coming in every single month? And how much would that impact your stress level in life? Imagine another pandemic happened. But imagine you had 20 different sources of income. How would that change how a shutdown or a lockdown would have impacted you had you had 20 different income sources? Imagine a pandemic didn't happen, right? Imagine you just took your 20 different income sources to cover taking you and your family out to a nice dinner on a regular basis, right? Imagine you take your family out on a nice tropical vacation, maybe a skiing trip, maybe just visiting family that you haven't seen in a long period of time. Have you been to Europe? I mean, just imagine what you could do with the freedom and flexibility of multiple streams of income being generated passively. Guys, I'm just sitting here and thinking about passive income and um, investments, alternative types of investments, and I've been sharing a lot of different content on the channel here. And I was thinking about it. A lot of people feel like saving money is the solution, right? They feel that, hey, if we save, X number of dollars, that is the solution. That will give us the freedom, financial freedom that we're looking for. And of course, all that's great. And that is very, very important. You need a nest egg. You need an emergency fund, right? And we're always taught to diversify our portfolio. Now, one thing that I was thinking about is how they never teach us to diversify our incomes, right? Now, let's just say you had let's just say you got a job, right? Which is most people. You got one job, and if anything were to ever happen to that job, you're immediately probably going to be like most people in some degree of panic mode, maybe severe anxiety, whatever the case may be. And then you're struggling to hurry up and figure out, hey, what do I need to do to get another job, get a new job, get my income source replaced? I was just brushing my teeth. I probably might have a wet beard, whatever. But the point is the point I'm trying to make here is that no one ever taught us this in school, right? They never taught us to diversify our incomes. And why is that? Is that intentional? Is that by design? And what I was thinking was, most people, they want to have, some numeric figure, which is their dollar target for how much money they want to have saved or invested, right? Comment down below if you guys have a target amount of money that you want to have saved or invested by a certain age, right? A lot of people, they say, hey, I want to have $1 million saved. I want to generate I want to generate passive income off of my portfolio. Maybe $1 million is your target. Maybe $2 million is your target. I don't know what your target is. Maybe it's 500,000. I don't know. But the point is most people set their goals, financial goals, based on some static number, right? Now, if you're like many people have this static number in mind, and they figure, hey, if I have X number of dollars, and if I spend, I don't know, maybe it's 4% per year, I can probably survive on that for, say, 20 years in retirement, right? But the thing I don't like about a lot of investment plans that are out there right now, and I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just speaking personally. The thing I don't really like about a lot of financial plans out there, financial strategies that a lot of people are employing, is it's based on being able to live off of a set amount of money for a certain period of time. But what if that amount of money that you had never ran out? And so this is the point of my video today. I want to build a portfolio that, and I think I'm going to share it with you guys if you guys are interested. Why not build a portfolio where your income is diversified, right? So you've got a number of income producing stocks, but with your income producing stocks, we're not going to let go of the market gains of stocks that don't pay dividends, if that makes sense. What if you had a certain percentage of your portfolio full of income producing companies, right? But then you also have another percentage of your portfolio where you have capital gains, right? Compounding. And what if your capital gains segment of your account funded the purchase or the acquisition of additional stocks and companies that are paying you monthly or quarterly or annually, whatever the case may be, right? So diversifying your income, to me, is way more important than simply saving up enough money for retirement. Imagine you had 10 different income sources. Imagine you had 20 different income sources, right? If you had 20 different income sources, I'll bet, let's go back a bit. Let's say you had 20 different income sources and your 9 to 5 job made up, let's just say, 50% of your total household income. And maybe these other income sources make up the remaining percentage. Now, if you were to ever lose your job, or even the fear, a lot of people are fearful that they're going to lose their jobs. If you could at least replace half of your income, and you're doing like, if you're doing like what I'm doing, you're living on a very small percentage of your income. You don't even need 100% of your income, right? So let's just say you manage to live on 20% of your income. If you had an income source that only made up 20% of your total household income, your living expenses are already covered. So what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to construct a portfolio. I'm going to be making adjustments on a regular basis, and doing the research and probably sharing a lot of this with you guys if you guys are interested. How to build a portfolio that is paying you monthly, or paying you whatever the frequency is, right? You want to build a portfolio of diversified income, which is not what most people are doing. Most people are building a portfolio of diversified assets, which is cool, maybe diversifying from a standpoint of the types of stocks that they're investing in, maybe sectors or industries. But what if you're diversified in income, right? Now, let me take it a step further. Most people are investing in stocks only, right? Now, what if you diversified among stocks and other online businesses, and now you have a true mix, or a more diversified mix of income sources, right? So you're not just limited to all these companies on the stock market. Have some companies that you have direct control over, right? So, even with dividend paying stocks, if the stock market goes down, even your dividend aristocrats, right? They're going to be affected by that. It doesn't matter the size of the company. If you're in the stock market and there's a massive pullback or even a crash correction, whatever the case may be, if the stock market pulls back 30%, 20%, I don't care what company you're in, there's a good chance your portfolio value is going to be directly affected. Maybe the dividend is affected. Now, of course, if you're holding dividend aristocrats, maybe you're going to be a little bit sheltered and shielded from that. But the point is if you are running some businesses that you're directly controlling, you're not tied to the stock market's performance. And so now you have yet another form of diversification in your total within your total portfolio, right? So let's just say you got your job. Let's just say you've got your multitude of dividend paying stocks. You've got your capital gain stocks that aren't necessarily, paying dividends like the goal. So, when I say you've got your dividend stocks, you got your capital gain stocks, obviously dividend stocks are going to be generating some capital gains, hopefully, right? But when I say capital gain stocks, those capital gain stocks are the whole purpose of that mix of stocks is capital growth, right? But the objective with this particular portfolio that I'm discussing right now is income. So why are we adding capital gains growth stocks into the mix? Well, not all dividend paying stocks are going to be able to grow at the speed or the velocity that a non-dividend paying company can grow at. Take Apple, for example. Apple pays a small dividend, but it grows at a multiple way faster than a higher percentage dividend paying stock. So let's just say you had some Apples in the mix, you had some Amazons. I know I'm naming tech companies, but you know, imagine you have big growth stocks that don't pay dividends. Now you can, maybe have a percentage of your portfolio that's made up of those. Let's just say, I don't know, hypothetically 30%, maybe 40%, I don't know, right? And as those growth stocks grow, you're going to find that the balance or the mix within your portfolio is getting out of balance, right? Hopefully, those growth stocks are growing at a rate faster than your dividend paying stocks. And so let's just say you cap your portfolio at saying, I don't want my capital gains growth stocks to be making up more than, say, 40% of the portfolio. So as it's exceeding that 40% mark, maybe you say, hey, once it hits 45, we'll take the 5% out of these growth stocks and reinvest them or redistribute or rebalance the portfolio and take that 5% and roll it into dividend paying stocks. So you're basically having the best of both worlds, with the objective being boosting your monthly income, boosting your passive income through diversified income sources. Then, all right, so again, this is just the stock part of the portfolio. Your portfolio shouldn't necessarily be limited to stocks. You want to have some control over your money. So let's just say I can talk about this more if you guys want to hear about it, but let's just say you've got, 1, 2, 3, I don't know. Just start off with one profitable online business that's generating monthly income for you. Now you can add this into your spreadsheet of income sources. Can you imagine having, 20 different stocks that are paying you dividends, right? You've got one online business that's paying you income. So you've got 20 different income sources from your dividend paying stocks. You've got one income source from your online business. You've got your other income source, which is your job. If you're married, got a girlfriend, whatever, got a boyfriend, got a husband, that's another income source. We're already at 22 different income sources? Can you imagine having 22 different income sources? Talk about passive income and reducing your stress in life. Like if you had 22 different sources of income. So anyway, I'm just thinking about this. I'm going to be doing this for myself. Let me know if you guys are interested in me sharing more of this strategy with you guys, more of the journey. This is totally random. I was literally brushing my teeth and thinking to myself, man, why aren't people doing this? So, and I I've kind of been doing this to some extent without structure for a while now. And I was literally just thinking, hey, let me just bring this up and see how many other people would possibly be interested in following the journey and so forth. So anyway, leave me a comment down below. Like this video if you liked it. Share it. Drop me some questions down below. I'd like to help out as many people as I can, and I want to share the journey with you guys. I think that this is going to be really fun. I can share updates with you guys, and we can all grow our incomes together. So subscribe to the channel, like the video if you liked it, and I will see you guys on the next one. Oh, also check out my other videos. Yeah, thanks. Bye.